I'm the best around with it. I've been different my whole life since a child with it. Show them they could do it all for God. Yeah, that's my mission. All the underdogs got a voice, now I'm loud with it. Mama taught me humility early, I'm not proud with it. Confidence is when you have the knowledge that it's God winning. I worked hard to justify the zeros in the checks. Written gold in my mouth, got a first place smile with it. Of course the eagles and the pigeons gon' fly different. I've been different my whole life since a child with it. Show them they could do it all for God. Yeah, that's my mission. All the underdogs got a voice, now I'm loud with it. Mama taught me humility early, I'm not proud with it. Confidence is when you have the knowledge that it's God winning. I worked hard to justify the zeros in the checks. Written gold in my mouth, got a first place smile with it. Of course the eagles and the pigeons gon' fly different. I'm the best around with it, yeah, I know you heard me. Like I'm David Goggins, cause you really can't hurt me. Like my name was Giannis, 34 on the jersey. Respect was never given, I had to earn it. Locked in, only way I ever been, I never had an option. I'm not gonna stop until the top of the top 10. Fearless regardless, I gotta leave a legacy. I'm a role model so the kids can be a better me. Big dog in this, check the pedigree. Show them my consistency so they'll never get ahead of me. Hard work, God first, yeah, that's the recipe. Gotta show the world who insanity. I'm the best around with it. I've been different my whole life since a child with it. Show them they could do it all for God. Yeah, that's my mission. All the underdogs got a voice, now I'm loud with it. Mama taught me humility early, I'm not proud with it. Confidence is when you have the knowledge that it's God winning. I worked hard to justify the zeros in the checks. Written gold in my mouth, got a first place smile with it. Of course the eagles and the pigeons gon' fly different. Drifters to whom I'd listen, philosophers and soldiers whose knowledge I would solicit. I know histories and nations I'll never have chance to visit.
seen the consequence when the sun and the moon combine. I've seen the peaks of mountains that reach out and touch the sky. The struggle to survive in the desert where dreams have died. I've seen the best and the worst that we try to hide. The salt of the earth and the evil of humankind. I've seen the wrecked and ravaged and scavengers rummage through debris and